Okay, welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really getting into something quite pointed. We're unpacking this piece by Deepak Raj Joshi. Posting pictures of Nepal on Facebook doesn't make you a patriot, you got it. And our mission here is to explore this passionate critique he has. It's about symbolic patriotism versus, real action.
Exactly, especially aimed at educated elites and the Nepali diaspora, the NRNs.
Yeah, the non-resident Nepalis.
And Jashi's core question really pushes us. It asks what true contribution actually looks like, challenging that gap between words and, well, deeds.
So let's dig into that because he doesn't pull any punches. He seems really frustrated with what he calls educated hypocrites, particularly Nepals living abroad.
He sees this kind of disconnect. On one hand, they seem quite assertive, but he questions the sincerity behind it.
Right. He argues that sincerity is fundamental for any healthy relationship. That goes for a nation too, not just people. Hypocrisy doesn't build anything.
Precisely. And building on that, he takes it further to national progress itself. He flat out says, development and progress cannot be imported. We have to create it here.
So not just talking about GDP and GNP then?
Not at all. For Joshi, it's about, tangible actions, things happening on the ground, not just economic jargon, real, well-grounded actions.
That's a really key distinction he's making. And he challenges some common ideas too, doesn't he? About remittances.
Oh, definitely. That's a big one. He basically debunks the myth that most remittances come from the West.
Okay. Where does he say they do come from then?
He points out the bulk actually originates from places like the Middle East, South Korea, Malaysia, Japan, which, changes how you see Nepal's economic ties.
It really does. And is that just an interesting fact, or is there a warning there?
It's more than a fact. It's a serious warning. Joshi believes this migration-dependent economy is basically unsustainable. He thinks it'll eventually collapse.
Wow.
And he links Nepal's ongoing poverty directly to politics. He calls it a problem of politics itself, pointing to leaders he describes as pseudo-intellectuals.
And the unspent budgets.
Exactly. Significant unspent national budgets year after year, highlighting that it's not necessarily a lack of funds, but maybe something else.
So that's the economic side. What about the cultural critique, the title itself? Posting pictures of Nepal on Facebook doesn't make you a patriot. What specific things is he targeting there?
He gives some pretty vivid examples. Think about elites complaining about public transport.
Yeah.
But they'd never actually use it themselves. Or, people who only start wearing traditional clothes after they've become wealthy or famous.
Okay, so it's performative.
That's exactly how Joshi sees it. Symbolic gestures instead of genuine engagement. A real gap between what they say they value and how they actually live day to day.
He has that comparison too, right?
Yeah.
To really emphasize action-defining identity.
Yes, the Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay Sherpa comparison. It's quite powerful.
Remind us.
Hillary wasn't born in Nepal, but dedicated his life to helping Nepalese communities. Tenzing Norgay, born in Nepal, migrated to India later in life.
So the point is...
His point is, the main issue is not an identity, it is an action. Your action will define your identity. It forces you to think about who's truly contributing, regardless of birthplace.
It does. And he takes this further, with a direct challenge, doesn't he?
A very direct challenge. He basically offers these elite hypocrites, as he calls them, a hypothetical job teaching in a rural school for 30,000 rupees.
Which is, quite modest.
Very modest compared to their likely lifestyles, and he predicts quite confidently that they wouldn't take it.
Why? What's the contrast he's drawing?
It's a contrast between their complaints, maybe made from afar, and the reality for, say, 30 million Nepalese living on minimal resources. He feels their criticism can sometimes sound like intellectual bullying.
He also goes after intellectual arrogance, right? This idea that English proficiency equals intelligence.
Yes, he tackles that head on. Some overeducated elite, he suggests, might think their smarts are tied to their English or their degrees.
And his response?
Very blunt. English is just a language, not intelligence. A crucial reminder, really.
So, wrapping this all up, how does he view the NRNs, the non-resident Nepalists, at the end of the day?
Well, he kind of redefines the acronym NRN. For those who mostly just complain without acting, he labels them not really needed.
Ouch.
Yeah. But for those who are genuinely willing to contribute, to actually get involved back home,
What about them?
his message is needed, return now. It's a call for accountability, but also an invitation for genuine participation.
So, This whole deep dive into Joshi's piece really makes you confront that difference, doesn't it? Between just having an opinion and actually doing something tangible.
It absolutely does.
And it leaves you, the listener, with something to think about. In your own life, how do you bridge that gap? The gap between what you believe in and what you actively, genuinely do?